Okay, so next up, we've
Asuka
got
versus Becky
Asuka
Lynch.
versus Becky.
I had where did that go?
We
both had Becky to win this.
We both had Becky to win. It's really cool to see Becky being a big deal.
Yeah.
I always thought she could be, but it's fun to have kind of dropped off and then come back to wrestling, and now she's a big deal.
Yeah.
I got a real Kill Bill vibe from her attire in the packages.
Yeah.
Maybe not so much what she was
Her attitude.
wearing in ring, but kind of that yellow with the black stripe seemed very Kill Billy. I'm not sure what this the man gimmick is, unless it's like I'm the guy. You know?
I think it probably is that. We'll have to look it up.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the origin of that is. When it first came on screen, you had a big sigh and you were like, "Oh no, they gave her a transgender gimmick. It's gonna ruin her."
Yeah. not because of the topic at hand, but just I don't think she could pull that off.
Yeah. But it doesn't look like that's what it is.
No.
So
I was worried because there's been all of this political movement around, and what you see is companies pandering.
Try to capitalize and pander.
And it's one thing if a company genuinely is like, oh, we want to support something.
Yeah.
It's another thing if there's just a political climate. It's like, oh, we're going to toe the line because we're scared. I don't find that respectable.
Well, no, it's very artificial. It's disingenuous, you know?
If you don't like something about me, I would rather you tell me you don't like me and tell me why, because either that's something I can work on and change, or it's something I can go, yeah, no, that's me, get out of here.
Yeah.
But if you just try and pretend and work around it, there is this awkward tension that we'll both inevitably feel that will inhibit our ability to form a friendship, that our ability to form trust, our ability to enjoy each other's company. And that was what I was really worried about with WWE, with them just, oh, this is the political climate. We're a huge company. We're an entertainment company.
Yeah.
So we're just going to – I had a whole big thing earlier on The Witcher about just doing things for ratings. I really don't like it when people just do things for ratings.
Yeah.
I know
you're
that
not going to do it with
I know I went way
no,
down that rabbit hole, but
no, it's legit.
I want
I mean, if
to
you're not-
rant about that a little bit.
if you're not going to do something with conviction, then don't do it at all.
Yeah.
But back to Becky and Asuka. Asuka's gimmick, well, maybe not even her gimmick. She seems to be a heel now.
Yeah.
And her face paint is really cool now.
I love it.
And the green mist is back.
I know. Dude, that took me back to 1992.
Yeah.
Like, I was waiting for the Brood to come out. The new Brood. You remember those guys? Edge and Christian and what's his face? Gangrel?
Something.
And they had the they come up in the ring of fire, and he like drinks the I think it was probably fruit juice, and like sprays the blood everywhere.
Yeah.
It was so cool. It brought me back to that.
Yeah, green mist is back. That was really cool to see. Asuka gets bump of the night for me.
Hands down.
My bump of the night award.
Gosh. We'll
that
try
we're
and
gonna
grab
make
a
up
try
here.
and grab a clip up there if we can do it without violating copyright. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I'll link you to a clip
Yeah.
that I find of it down here. So if it's not up there by now, it's down there.
But yeah, Becky picks up Asuka, throws her up like she's gonna suplex her into the ring, and then drops her, 9 feet, and she face plants on the floor.
Well, so let's just think about this. So the ring actually comes up to most people's elbow if they're like lifting their elbow up a little bit. So not quite shoulder height, but mid-arm.
Okay.
So on an average wrestler, and that's what, male wrestlers who are typically about 6'2". So we can probably anticipate that's around 5 feet, 5.5 feet for the ring height. And then equal as much
plus
again.
up to Becky's shoulder from there.
When she's standing on the ring. So that's over the ropes, and the ropes are equal again. So that was easily a 9 to 12-foot drop.
Yeah, and
that
she
just
takes it like a champ. Just
oh, my
flush,
God.
Boom. Right on her face.
Like, we were talking about that as, like, if we needed training material for someone who was going to learn how to break fall in that
Yeah.
front fall position.
Oh,
But
she can fall.
Just grab that clip and just like do it like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, she was, and not just that one. She was bumping like crazy for Becky. She made Becky look like $1,000,000.
She really did. Asuka really made that match.
I agree. I think
on a technical level, I think they both were very equal in their storytelling.
I agree. I like how Becky seemed to turn into kind of a brawler. It's very stone coldy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. She did really have that vibe.
Yeah. I don't know if she stomps mud holes, but it would fit right into her moveset.
Potentially. That would be fun to see.
Yeah. And I don't remember what the false finish was, but you bit hard.
I bit
so hard on the fake finish here.
What it was is she had just knocked her out with a super kick, I think it was. And then there was that whole thing where the ref pushes Asuka back to check on Becky, and Becky like clutches at the ref, going, "Don't stop the match!"
Mm-hmm.
And then Asuka does it again, and I'm just like, "Oh, she's gone. It's done."
Yeah, that's right.
I was just like, "Oh, come on!" And
It's
then
over.
like she kicks out, I was like, "Oh!"
Yeah, you went from back here all the way up to here. It was amazing to watch.
And I like to consider myself fairly educated for a mark.
Yeah.
The term is a smark.
You're a very smarky man.
I'm very smarky. And when a match can get me to bite and to suspend my disbelief, it is such a good match because of what I do know about the industry and because of how much I've watched and how much I've researched about it. There isn't much that takes me by surprise anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Hence why we're doing the fantasy booking, because we think we can do a better job than the WWE bookers. We'll find out if we can.
We'll find out.
But they did an amazing job.
Yeah, it was great.
I am so happy with that match. This match wins my best of the day, hands down. Asuka gets bump of the night.
It's worthy of it for sure. That finish where the hit and the green mist just goes flying up. That was really cool. I feel like the mist popping out added so much to the impact.
It did. It was like so razor thin close for her avoiding it. I also think I can't say enough about the character development of Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
How many times do you see a champion babyface go, "I'm not the best in the industry, it's this person, and I want them to challenge me because I want to actually be the best"? That angle was amazing. It is what, like, even in hockey, because that's what I grew up playing. I played for, I started when I was 5 and I'm 30, so I played for 25 years.
Yeah. Well, you still play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, like, that's what I live for, is playing against somebody who's better than me and being as good as or beating them.
Yeah.
That is such a cool feeling. And she got me to buy in, like, not even to remember that she is an actress playing this character. She got me to buy in that is, like, her emotion, that she wanted to do that's, like, it called to that in me, and it got me to suspend disbelief.
Yeah. And she put Asuka over in the process, which is just the mark of a great match when everybody comes out looking better for it.
Absolutely. And I will restate, Kairi played a great role in the match as a manager, but didn't screw the match up.
I thought she was gonna.
I really did too. I was so worried about it.
I thought for sure.
And so my synopsis of this is, please continue this feud to Mania, WWE. I want to see this every day, all day. Just keep writing them, and you'll at least have my money.
Yeah, no, I could.
You could screw up every other match, and if this keeps going, I would continue to subscribe.
Yeah, no, I'm big
Speaking
fan.
of subscription,
so I've
click
gotten
the like button, click the subscribe button, and comment below.
Segue.
Non sequitur to shameless advertising.
Indeed. So I think we both had Becky for this.
We did.
So
one last thing, because I'm really symbolic about how
yeah.
all this. I love how Asuka was literally green with envy at the end, because the green mist came back and got her in the face. I'm so clipping this mic. I've got to get like a wind
You're
cover.
so excited. It's cool.
And she's got this like grimy green all over everything, while Becky's standing there with the championship belt. just, I'm going to get that someday.
Yeah.
It was so cool. It was like so blunt, so obvious. It was match of the day for sure. I know it's only January, but it is in the running for my match of the year.
Nice. And how cool is it that they're letting Asuka speak in Japanese?
Right?
She
sounds so much more fierce.
Yeah, she sounds so angry.
It was awesome.
And for all we know, she's talking about how cool Dippin' Dots are. You know? She just got to the arena. She finally tried Dippin' Dots for the first time.
She might be yelling at Becky, "Your mother's pancakes this morning were only adequate."
Yeah, or
I don't know what she's actually yelling. I don't speak Japanese, but I really want to now.
Becky, Burger King fries are better than McDonald's fries.
It could literally be that, but I don't know.
It would be really good, funny. Though. It really sounds good, though.
Kind of like Rammstein.
Yeah.
How most of their lyrics are just like average if you actually speak German. But in America, they sound like, oh, you guys are metal.
Indeed.
All right, so we've only got one match left.
So I had an A grade on that. I assume you went A+.
I didn't even bother giving it a letter. It was just best match, all caps.
God, that's your S tier match for the night.
S tier is a very good way of saying it.
Nice. Okay, and then our last match of the night was the men's Royal Rumble featuring people that weren't Brock Lesnar.
So I feel like this match was actually two matches.
Yeah,
I feel like
so.
It was Brock Lesnar versus the world.
It was Brock Lesnar.
And then there was a slight break.
There was like a 15,
and then there was a shortened Royal Rumble.
Yeah, there was like a 15-man gauntlet match.
Mm-hmm.
And then
good way
a 15-man Royal Rumble. Yeah.
And yet, somehow he still doesn't break Roman Reigns' record of, 12 eliminated in a single Rumble match?
So, that's weird, really? He didn't do that?
No, I think he got 12. I think he tied the record, but he didn't break the record.
Huh.
And he did set the record, though, for most consecutive eliminations by a single person.
Yeah, well, I mean, they were feeding him fodder for a while. So we start off with Elias, who took a pretty nasty-looking guitar shot.
Ooh.
I really expected that guitar to break.
I really did, too.
I thought it would be gimmicked. I don't think it was.
And it was on edge, too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that looks like he's going to feel that for a couple weeks. That was a pretty rough strike.
Also, that poor guitar.
That looked like a pretty bad quality guitar, honestly.
It's still a guitar.
Fair.
Indeed. He was fodder. We had that tall guy, Rowan, fodder.
Mm-hmm. Where was Harper? I'm going to move this away from my
Harper, I don't know where Harper is, actually.
Is he not with the company anymore? Did he go over to AEW?
He might be. I don't know.
We'll look that up before next time.
Yeah, we can look that up before next time. I know that there have been a couple that have jumped ship, but
yeah.
Anyway, we had a cool little thing with the New Day. Big E actually got Lesnar up. That was really cool to see. Lesnar eats 3 finishers in a row and then goes airborne. We don't see an airborne Lesnar that isn't landing on his head very often.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah. That was really cool.
Last time he went airborne, he tried to throw a moonsault and moonsaulted himself.
Yeah. Oh, it was terrible.
Other than that, though, that match was great.
Yeah.
It was him and Kurt Angle, right?
Yeah. No, that was amazing. But so I thought he was going out when the New Day and Mysterio were teaming up.
Yep.
Didn't happen.
Nope.
He throws them all out. F5s. Kofi out of the ring.
You got an extra point for that?
Yeah, I did. Morrison's back.
Yeah.
John Morrison.
I don't like him.
His abs are still amazing. I wonder how old he is now.
I wonder what kind of drugs he's on.
Yeah, something.
Because the dude's appearance just froze.
Yeah.
Either he's on drugs or he's got a heck of a lot of makeup on.
Maybe. It might be makeup.
Or
I don't know.
both.
Either way, he
Could
took
be both.
a terrifying looking German over the top rope as an elimination
that was our runner-up for bump of the night.
Yeah, it wasn't really a bump though. He landed it on his feet.
He did the whole parkour land on your feet and roll thing, but he rolled into the barricade, so there was some impact. But
yeah, Yeah, that was really impressive. That terrifies me.
Yeah.
But, if you're going to trust one person to actually suplex you and get you enough height to clear that rope, I guess it would be Lesnar.
Yeah.
But
maybe Braun Strowman.
Yeah, that had me up off the couch.
Yeah, it did.
That was probably my biggest reaction of the night.
Cool.
No, that's not true. Santino coming back
Yes.
was probably my pop of the night, but it was a close second.
And then our runner-up, speaking of Santina, our runner-up for Return of the Night goes to Edge.
Which
Edge in all reality, he's the more important Return of the Night.
Yeah, probably.
And oh my God, he looks like a grizzled old Night Warrior dude with that hair and the gray in his beard. Like, I was worried that he would look bad, but he looks different. He looks more regal. He looks more authoritative.
I could see him having a biker gimmick now. I mean,
sure.
I would be totally down for Edge to have a little mini run like to Mania or something.
Yeah, maybe at a mid-level belt. I don't think he's strong enough to challenge for a main
world
tier belt
title, but and they even gave him his pyro back.
They did. It was awesome.
It was awesome. I think, was he the only one that actually got pyro for his entrance?
He may have been. I wasn't paying attention to that. There was pyro at the end of the Rumble in front of the Mania sign.
For both points to the Mania sign, there was pyro. I don't think anybody else got pyro.
If you know, please comment below. We would like to hear from you.
Maybe Lesnar?
No, he didn't, because he got the Cthulhu 3D
that thing was creepy looking.
Yeah, it was.
But anyway, eventually, who was in the ring? I know we had Drew McIntyre and
Reigns, Rollins,
Ricochet. That's who was in the.
Oh, you mean when Lesnar
when
got
Lesnar
booted.
finally went out, he took a Claymore and just about did a back handspring to get out of that ring. I mean, I can't imagine he's getting too much momentum out of that.
If he's getting momentum off of that kick, he's going night-night.
Yeah.
That was right on the button if that lands.
Lesnar was selling for people tonight. It
was really refreshing to see.
Yeah, it was really cool to see.
Or that thing with Shelton Benjamin.
Oh, that was awesome.
That was really cool.
That was awesome.
That actually changed my opinion of Brock Lesnar.
I think that was genuine. I think those are genuinely old college buddies.
Yeah, I would buy it.
Yeah.
I would really buy it. And I don't buy much of what he does.
Yeah.
Even though I probably should, because he actually has credentials outside of WWE. I can't buy much of what he does because he looks like he's somehow modeled after or modeled out of, that plastic stuff you buy off of Amazon and you make D&D molds out of it. He looks like he's modeled out of that because of how he sweats so much. I can't take him seriously.
Yeah, and
but it was like
this guy's
bro.
Olympic style wrestling.
Yeah.
He's I think he's a national champion or something like that.
At least NCAA.
Yeah. Played in the NFL for a while. He's, UFC until diverticulitis put him down. I mean.
Well, then he went back and got booted out for steroids.
I think the diverticulitis was his last one. I know he never he refused testing and retired instead of getting booted out for failing a drug test.
I thought he actually failed.
No,
they detected masking agents, right? And then
something like
it was
that.
something like that. They detected something in a urine test, and then had him test further, and he's like, "No, I'll just be done."
Yeah, it was something like that.
But I know he had to forfeit the match because of it.
He might have. I don't know. We'll have to look at that. Either way,
I could totally be messing this up because I don't follow UFC to save my life. Because, again, not that these people aren't amazing athletes. I just can't take it seriously because a fight with rules is weird.
Yeah.
It doesn't work in my brain. The stuff I've trained for is mostly whether it be classical, so swords and spears and stuff, or, it's multiple attackers in a street fight where your only objective is survive.
Yeah. No, I get that. I mean,
so when it's like
my main thing is knife fighting. So,
yeah,
I mean,
so
I
it's
get
like
that.
when you go in the octagon, it's like, well, you can't hit here and you can't do this and you can't do this. Like, well, that's what I trained to do because that stuff really actually works.
Yeah, like what are you actually going to use on the street? But
and I acknowledge that it is a really really intense sport. I don't knock the artists who compete in that sport at all. It doesn't make sense to me, and I don't get enjoyment out of watching it.
No, that's fair. That's fair. But Lesnar, crazy athlete. Crazy athlete.
He is very impressive.
Great performance from him tonight.
Yeah.
A lot more than I feel like he's put it in a while. I mean, I haven't watched.
If he
in a
wrestled
while,
like that
but
every time he was on screen, I would actually probably really like him.
Yeah. I like him in the same way I like Schwarzenegger. I respect his ability to kind of hop to different genres, might not be the right word, but I respect the ability to hop around and go to the top of whatever you're doing and succeed. You know, I love that Schwarzenegger came over as a weightlifter and was the best at that, and then got into acting and was the biggest action star in the world. And then got into politics
and became the governor.
The governor. I respect that. I like it when people can have multiple passions that they pursue and succeed in multiple venues. But anyway, so after Lesnar was out, we kind of got into the actual Rumble part of the Royal Rumble. The Edge return was awesome.
Yep.
Orton and Edge.
Team rated RKO.
I didn't realize how much I missed them.
They are awesome.
Oh,
I want to see more of that going to Mania. I want them to actually reunite now that neither
and make
of them
a run for the tag straps or something.
That would be a good Mania match.
I would be so down for that.
Looks like Edge has got stuff in the tank too. He's been out for long enough.
He might, yeah.
He didn't take as much of a beating as some of the other guys who just wrestled all the way through, like Edge or Jericho.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, and Orton was in like just a goofy mood tonight. I love Goofy Orton. Goofy Orton is the best Orton.
Yeah.
And I love some of the back and forth between him and Edge, and I love the look. You know, when you know the RKO is coming, and Edge knows it too.
Yeah. He turns around just like
he's like, well, and what? I love the little shrug. Just sorry.
Yeah. And we won't give away the spoiler that comes after that.
But it's worth seeing.
It's worth it.
It's worth it.
This is our little plug. Get the WWE Network. We are actually not paid by them.
That's
we are
true.
not paid by them at all. This is our genuine review. But seriously, if they're going to keep putting stuff like this out, it's worth $10 a month if you can swing it. We definitely are. We're going to keep watching these and then bringing these reviews to you at the end of the pay-per-views.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who knows? If you guys like it enough, we might start doing AEWs as well.
Yeah. Or maybe like weekly stuff if we could swing it. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, geez. That'd be so much.
Eventually.
You guys would have to make us popular enough that we could quit our day jobs to just do this. If we were going to do Raw, SmackDown, NXT, pay-per-views, like that's a career in and of itself.
That's a full-time job, you're right. We couldn't do that.
And then on top of that, we
had a lot
doing
of
the other shows. So
that would be a lot to do just for fun.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So in other words, you should make us very rich human beings that can dedicate our lives to entertaining you further.
Yes.
Please and thank you.
Anyway. It looks like they're setting up Drew for a push.
I'm actually very excited about that.
Yeah. And it's funny because you were just saying when he came out that it's funny that no one with a how did you put it?
A national theme.
A nationality gimmick.
Like Rusev had a very Russia-based theme. Before
Sheamus
Becky got large.
Really gotten big.
Yeah. Sheamus and Cesaro had that as well. Sami Zayn had a very multinational appeal, but never really got over here in the States. Neville, if you remember him, high flyer, looked like a garden gnome a little bit. he never really got over, sadly. He's a phenomenal wrestler.
Oh, I know. So
But
I
he
have
never really got
not-
over. So none of the multinational guys other than Canadians really get over in the States.
Yeah, so I have not followed WWE. I have been watching some AEW. He's running under the name Pac, and
Neville?
Neville.
Really?
And
That's good for him.
he is vicious,
Good.
and
I like vicious
he's
heels.
probably one of my favorite. I don't know. AEW is so loaded though. He's a lot of fun to watch though.
What's their big WrestleMania analog? Not analog.
I don't.
What's their version of WrestleMania?
I don't know if they have one yet.
Okay.
All Out might be. They've got a Double or Nothing and an All Out because they started it with an All In pay-per-view. I don't know if those are just going to be kind of like their Survivor Series.
Sure.
Or if those are going to be like a Mania, or even if they have a Mania.
Sure.
But I don't know. We'll
get
on.
into that later.
Tangent.
We do got to wrap it up here.
We do. So my pick to win the Men's Rumble was Roman because I thought he would get beaten down in his first match and come back and win the whole thing. He did make it into the last two, but
He was runner-up.
yeah, Drew took him out. And it looks like we're getting Drew, I think Lesnar at Mania.
That would be a really cool feud.
Yeah.
I want to see that, absolutely.
I am absolutely ready to see that.
I had Bray in a very similar situation. I thought Bryan was going to beat him for the title, and then Bray would come into the Rumble and then challenge Daniel Bryan to get it back at Mania.
Yeah.
Obviously, I got that wrong as well. So neither of us got any points. Well, actually, you got the bonus point for the F5 outside the ring.
I did.
So you did get one on that.
So
So right now, Jamie's in the lead by 6 points.
6 points. Dun, 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 dun. So yeah, overall, what did you have as a grade on the Rumble as a whole?
The overall Royal Rumble, in my opinion, was a B+.
Okay, that's right.
The Men's Rumble and the starting match with Reigns and Corbin really brought it down for me. If you cut those two matches out, well, you obviously can't cut the Men's Rumble out, but if you booked it differently and then you cut the first match out, it very easily could have gotten to a strong A.
Yeah, I agree. I'm right around a B+. I think
Surprise though.
There are some stellar moments. I think I was thoroughly entertained pretty much throughout. Starting with the Women's Rumble, I was entertained for most of this thing. It never felt like I was tired of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is nice. So, cool.
All right. Well, thank you for tuning in. We'll go ahead and let you go now. We'll catch you later. We've got some stuff coming out this week.
Mm-hmm.
I review about the first 4 episodes of The Witcher.
Yeah,
we
first
will also
half of the season.
More Destiny gameplay that will be coming to you. Haven't decided on a schedule for that yet. There's a lot coming out.
We're thinking like 2
to 3 a week.
Something. Yeah.
We're going to probably get 3 to 4 videos out this week, and then I'm going to be shooting for right around 3 a week after that.
I think that's a good number.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in. Have yourselves a great night. Once again, like, subscribe. Oh, we didn't mention this last time. If you like the artwork up here behind us,
plugs.
We are going to be posting a link. The artist is called Klutzy Cat. We're going to be posting a link to her DeviantArt and her Instagram, and she'll be getting me more links to other things where you can purchase some of her art and potentially even these.
Yeah, I really like this one. This one's my favorite.
It's fantastic. She also did all the artwork for our channel. So once we get her LinkedIn on her YouTube as well, make sure to swing on by there. We'll go ahead and put her link in the description and probably one of those link boxes right up here once I can figure out how to do that.
Yeah.
And I think that's about it for announcements.
All right, perfect. Well, ladies and gentlemen, go forth and have a good night.
Fare thee well.